All right, guys. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. I'll spend the last couple of days thinking about the last few weeks. I haven't really been in the news this weekend. I haven't paid much attention to that intentionally. I haven't really been on much social media, get on, skim through it, but I'm not really paying attention to it right now. I just want to take a couple of days and try to clear my head as to what's on the TV and what's on the computer and the phone, and try to figure out how I feel about it, how I really feel. Well, here's how I really feel. I feel like that if you and me and everybody else start taking accountability for yourself and for your own actions, things will get better. If you stop, if all these people that think they're doing something for a cause right now would stop for a second and be like, you know what am I actually doing? Did I tear this up? I didn't. If you didn't, you made a good choice. If a cop does something bad and he shoots someone and then tries to say, well, it was justified and it clearly wasn't, he needs to be held accountable. If you break the law, you need to be held accountable. Same for me. You know, all the things that I've done in life, lots of good things, lots of bad things, years of living in shitty ways. You know what I mean? I've never blamed what I did on anybody else. I've always said the things I did in life were my fault. I made those choices. I've never blamed people. You know, and you know why I was able to get past all that? Because I didn't put the blame on everybody else. I made decisions, choices, keywords there. That's a voluntary action to make a choice. If you made a bad decision and it caused you to have a run-in with the law, or you got hurt, or something negative happened, then you made a choice to do something, and that was the reaction to it. It's a choice, though. Nobody's making anybody go out here and do anything. All this stuff we're seeing on TV, even though I get wrapped up in it, a lot of it's politics. And when I say that, the things that are happening are really happening, but it's politics. It's planned. Simple as that. Those people don't care about accountability because they're out there for one reason, and they're out there because they've never been taught accountability. That's what I believe. I really believe that. I really believe that if you minded your business, I minded my business, you held yourself accountable and I hold myself accountable for the kind of person I am and the kind of choices I make, we're going to be a lot better off. If you go into a store, don't be crappy to the person next to you just because. You know, you need to be accountable for how you act and the people that you are, taking care of, like me and my kids. My kids know that if I ask you if you did something, if I walk into the kitchen and there's a glass busted in the floor and I'm like, hey, who did this? They're going to stand around there for a second and nobody's going to want to tell on each other. But my kids, more than likely, whoever did it will tell you they did it. Because now they might not clean it up and they might have just left it. But when they're asked, they admit to it most of the time because that's what we have taught them. If you make bad decisions, the outcome of it is your fault. If you speed and you get a speeding ticket, it's your fault. You drove too fast. If you jump off a mountain and you break all your bones, you should have not jumped off the mountain. Hold yourself accountable. Once I started holding myself accountable for the things I was doing, and I said, you know what? This is my fault. I need to change this. Things got a lot better for me. My life turned completely around, actually. Honestly. And it won't work that way for everybody, but it's a good step in the right direction. You might be born into a bad situation. You might grow up in a bad situation. Every one of us experiences a different path in life. You might start out good and you end up in a bad way in the end. You might start out crappy and then become a millionaire. But no matter which way you start in life, if you grow up and you teach yourself that my actions are my responsibility, my choice for my actions, and the consequence of the choice is my fault, so I need to think about the choice I'm making. That is something everybody should try to do. Not just the people looting. That's not what I'm talking about. Well, maybe, but other people need to work on that as well. People that don't even really do nothing in life other than work and take care, they need to what? You still need to make sure you hold yourself accountable. If I quit holding myself accountable right now and I just started whatever, life would go all to hell. If I stopped holding myself accountable, who's gonna hold my kids accountable? Who's going to make sure my kids know how to and act the way they're supposed to and grow up the way they're supposed to? Nobody. Because if I'm not gonna hold myself accountable, I'm damn sure not gonna make someone else be responsible for their actions. If you make poor choices in life, most of the time, you're gonna get a negative outcome. If you choose to do things that are dangerous, you have a high chance of getting hurt. If you like to do things that are illegal, guess what? You have a high chance of going to jail or getting hurt, I guess, at this point. But you have to take responsibility for that. The cops don't make you do it. I don't make you do it. And you didn't make me do anything I've done in life. But when I decided that I could change my situation because what I was doing was my fault, and I realized, and I started believing that was my fault, which it was, my life turned around. Take responsibility, take accountability, own up to the things you do. Own up to your own flaws and mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to be flawed. We all are. But what you don't need to do is intentionally put blame on everybody else because you want to make bad decisions. Don't put your life's outcome on everybody else. Take some accountability for it. Change it. Trust me. Believe me. You can change your situation. I did. Other people that have been in all types of different bad situations that probably didn't see no way out at one point have changed their situation and made a great life for themselves. When we all start worrying about ourselves and just making sure you're trying to be a good person and making sure you're holding yourself and your family accountable for their actions, things will get better. But as long as you're worried about what I did and everybody's worried about what everybody's doing, it's not going to get better. You got to worry about you and yourself and your responsibility, your accountability, and your choices first. Don't blame people for your poor choices. And you could say, oh, well, you made all these other videos and you just said, we need to quit worrying about what everybody's doing. Well, the difference is I'm watching violence and destruction that could potentially end up where my family is, where I need to be accountable for my family and for their outcome. So you're right. I do stay interested in that because I'm going to make sure that it ain't coming to where I live. Just work on yourself. You make a mistake, own up to it. You try to fix it and you handle it the best that you can. And when everybody starts doing that, things will get a little bit easier, guys. I promise you. But nothing's going to get better if nobody thinks they're doing anything wrong. When these people, and that's anybody that's doing bad shit, when they understand and believe that what they're doing really is wrong, some of that will stop. Anyway, guys, if you agree with what we're saying, if you like the video, share it, man. Share it. I see that you guys have been sharing them, and I'm seeing new subscribers quite a bit in the last few days, considering the channel considering when I quit playing The Division, I lost like 800 subscribers. So here we're coming back. I enjoy these types of videos. No, everybody doesn't always agree with them, but I do enjoy them, okay? So share them, and I appreciate you guys. Welcome everybody new to the channel. I really appreciate all you guys that are here. Anyway, I'll let you guys later.